Hello everyone. In this video I will discuss one of the films called Forsaken 2018. And never forget that I always pray for you and your family to be happy and healthy always. When there was no place left to explore, humans conquered the moon, and then they yearned for more. An insatiable thirst for a new world to explore arose within them. So, humans looked to the sky, specifically Mars. That's where they went, and the same question emerged once again. Is it worth it? After a journey of 256 days filled with joy, the command center on Earth declared that everything was under control and the weather on Mars was favorable for landing. However, it was unfortunate that when the spacecraft entered the atmosphere, something unexpected happened. A sudden and powerful storm struck, causing the autopilot to malfunction. The command center, led by Alexander Kovalyov, stated that the mission couldn't continue because it jeopardized the lives of the astronauts. However, the ministers disagreed since a substantial amount of funding had been invested, and they didn't want to incur losses. Ultimately, the only option was to rely on manual control, which was entrusted to the astronauts directly. The main cabin was detached, but the spacecraft remained difficult to maneuver. Finally, the mission commander decided to sacrifice himself by manually releasing the module so that the other 3 astronauts could escape Mars's orbit. The staff, especially Alex, felt devastated because the mission commander, Alexander Chapayev, affectionately called Sasha, was a close friend who shared the dream of being the first humans to land on Mars. Alex never expected it to end like this. With great reluctance, Alex had to share the news of their hero's, Sasha's, demise in the module explosion with the entire population of Moscow. However, a miracle suddenly occurred. Anna reported that the staff received contact from Mars, and it turned out to be Sasha. All journalists gathered to cover this significant news. A Russian astronaut had become the first human to land on Mars. Alex approached the minister to explain the details and express his hope for the preparation of the next mission. Unfortunately, the minister believed that the life of an astronaut was not that valuable, so he rejected Alex's proposal. One journalist named Gregory from a renowned media outlet nationwide reported the news to his superior, Roman Randolph, which sparked a brilliant idea. Randolph invited Alex to his office and explained the concept of broadcasting Commander Chapayev's daily life on Mars Live. It would be sensational, and the goal was to show the world that Russia did not abandon its people. Alex was initially hesitant because how could an astronaut's struggle for survival be turned into entertainment for everyone? Later, Alex returned to the headquarters to discuss the rescue mission with the staff, utilizing all the functioning modules and estimating that Sasha's food supplies would last for 13 months, coinciding with the completion of all rescue mission preparations. They planned to collaborate with the US and China, but the psychological question remained: could Sasha endure such solitude for that long? Meanwhile, Sasha himself began sending an exploration robot, which they call Astro, to check the module's condition and the surrounding area. Occasionally, he received reports of unusual movements. This made him anxious. Was there another creature out there? Or was he starting to go mad? The next day, unexpectedly, the minister on Earth expressed support for the television show proposed by Randolph. He spoke directly to Sasha, trying to convince him with promises of fame and, of course, safety. Shortly after, it was Alex's turn to speak. He promised to send help to retrieve Sasha. After obtaining the minister's approval, dozens of creative teams crowded the command center, arranging spaces for the audience and other preparations. Gregory, as the host, took the stage. Once the preparations were complete, Sasha spoke confidently, conveying the peaceful condition on Mars. No wars, no crimes. The only threat were sandstorms. Essentially, Mars was a truly peaceful planet. Of course, Sasha's statement was sarcastic, and it greatly worried Gregory. However, according to Randolph, whatever Sasha said was not important because the main star of the show was life and death, as well as the miracles that would happen to Sasha. After the show ended, Sasha was haunted by loneliness. Occasionally, he felt that something was approaching and heard clear voices. However, when he checked, there was no one around the module. Even when he reported it to the command center, Anna and the other staff claimed not to have heard any voices. The show, named Martian, caught the attention of not only Russia, but also the world. Whatever Sasha said or did was always intriguing to watch, from planting onions on Mars to periodic equipment checks. But the most enjoyable part for Sasha was sharing knowledge with children, which not only entertained but also provided educational information. Within a few days, Sasha's popularity skyrocketed, even surpassing that of celebrities. This made Anna's potential husband, Peter, jealous, because Anna had become increasingly close to Sasha. The rising ratings led to more frequent broadcasts of Martian. Now, the show airs 3 times a day, draining the energy source rapidly. There were concerns that the live support for Sasha wouldn't be enough for the next 13 months. Alex discussed this with Randolph, but Randolph planned to extend the show's airtime. With more airtime, funds would accumulate faster, and Sasha could return to Earth sooner. On another night, Astro once again reported on movements and detected sounds. This time, something mysterious truly approached and enveloped the module with energy, sending illusions into Sasha's mind, intensifying his longing for Earth. Despite the increased airtime, Sasha didn't feel bothered or pressured at all, especially since Randolph targeted children as the audience. One night, Sasha explained about the universe and unanswered questions. Who are humans? Where do they come from? What is the purpose of their creation? A question about aliens from a girl left Sasha silent, but he eventually shared his experiences, causing a worldwide sensation. Alex quickly asked Anna to contact Sasha to assess his mental state. Sometime later, Sasha detailed the mysterious voices, which sounded like music, but also spoke directly into his mind, explaining the creation and destruction of the universe and planets. Sasha sent one of the recorded voices, but Anna couldn't hear it at all and dismissed it as Sasha's own creation. Naturally, Sasha felt disappointed because no one believed him, and he was even considered mentally disturbed. Now, Earth felt farther from Sasha, while Mars felt like home. At one point, after Sasha left the Martian show, Peter discovered something in the recording sent by Sasha and suspected it was a clue. Unfortunately, Anna refused Peter's suggestion, thinking he would bring up their relationship issues. Sasha had not appeared on the Martian show for days, disappointing all the viewers. Sasha also didn't answer Anna's calls. It's possible that the Martian show had to be stopped, but once again Randolph disagreed. He saw this as an opportunity to make it a grand finale for the minister. Sasha remained inside the module, determined to prove that he wasn't insane. He searched and kept searching using Astro. A few days later, communication was received from Alex. The jokes were no longer funny, and believe it or not, Sasha only held on to the promises made by Alex. After the sudden disconnection, the television crew renovated the room to prepare for something. Leadership was taken over by the minister, and Alex reluctantly walked away, faintly hearing what the minister and Peter were doing. The next day, Sasha returned to the Martian show, filled with joy and laughter. He introduced a new segment called Chapayev Style, which discussed everything about Chapayev. Within a few days, the segment became incredibly popular, and Chapayev merchandise was everywhere. Chapayev Style became the chosen lifestyle and the destiny of everyone, with its slogan being Chapayev Style, the philosophy of the universe. Alex seemed delighted, but Anna was not. She threatened her partner, Peter, to reveal what truly happened to Sasha. Besides sharing the recorded mysterious voices, Peter also explained the minister's motives. Currently, Sasha had been cut off from all communication from Mars, and to make matters worse the next day, the minister firmly declared the closure of Project Mars. There would be no funding or support to send a rescue team to Mars. Meanwhile, Sasha continued his efforts to prove the existence of extraterrestrial beings. This time, he tried to hide and deactivate Astro. However, when the lights began to illuminate the entire module, Astro was reactivated to pursue the being until it eventually fell off a cliff. Back on Earth, the minister became more enthusiastic as the peak of the Chapayev-style show approached. Arrogantly, he stated that Sasha was merely a commodity, and the plan must proceed smoothly if they wanted the show to continue. Sometime later, Alex met with Randolph and reported the failure of their plan to bring Sasha back because the minister had shut down the Mars program. Randolph simply told Alex not to worry, as the show scheduled for tomorrow would be equally sensational. The anticipated day arrived, and everything seemed ready, especially the minister. Proudly and confidently, Sasha praised the minister as a good leader who should rightfully become the future president of Russia. Suddenly, an error occurred, and the minister's corrupt plan was exposed. They had used CGI effects to create a fake Sasha, which was then used for campaigning. It turned out to be Randolph's plan, and he had also reported the case of fraud to the authorities, resulting in the minister and all his staff being arrested. Now all hope was gone, but Alex couldn't stay silent because someone had to inform Sasha. Alex returned to the headquarters, but he was barred by soldiers and had to force his way in. After an extraordinary battle against the soldiers, Alex finally managed to contact his friend. Alex apologized for failing to keep his promise and explained everything. There was no landing on Mars, and Sasha had been presumed dead during training several months ago. That was what the world believed at the moment. Suddenly, Sasha rose and answered to confirm that he was indeed on Mars, proving it by detonating the module. The whole world was once again shocked by this revelation. The film ended with Sasha embarking on a journey to meet him who had been eagerly awaited, and to find answers to all the questions humanity had been asking. And Sasha's fate, despite his module being destroyed and the system shutting down due to an energy anomaly touching the module, he managed to survive. The anomaly caused the systems to reactivate, including life support and communication systems. It also triggered a storm that caused the spacecraft accident Sasha experienced. Astro had reported atmospheric anomalies several times before. Perhaps the anomaly didn't want humans to come to Mars and conquer or establish colonies there. Why was Sasha saved? Perhaps he was chosen as an intermediary to answer questions about the origin of humanity and its purpose. The anomaly or aliens explained these matters, including the creation of the universe, planets, and their destruction caused by humans. Essentially, humans were originally aliens who came to Earth and Mars to build life. Mars serves as an example of how a once-advanced planet slowly crumbled due to human actions. The anomaly tried to convey this message to Sasha, so that it could be communicated to humans on Earth to prevent the same mistakes from happening again. The anomaly does not permit humans to build colonies on Mars because the planet is not habitable and may be in the process of reconstruction by an intelligence higher than humans. At the end of the film, Sasha is seen heading towards the storm to join the group of anomalies, seeking answers to his questions and learning about a more advanced and better life. And that's it for the story series of this film. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. Goodbye.